Hello YouTubers, I wanted to make a video to warn people about the end times here. A lot of serious stuff I saw today. I saw this one report on new ID rules at airports starting on Saturday. They're saying all Americans now, you didn't previously have to show the ID according to the Constitution if you're an American citizen, but all people who go through airport security, unless you have a lost or stolen ID, is now going to have ID. So this is just another way for them to deceive people into taking the mark of the beast. Tracking device, you must resist it at all costs. And there's this report coming up on Fox, but I want to talk about this thing that I saw. It's just very scary about this Dallas school. It says this one curb truancy, a new program in Dallas makes truant students carry a GPS device. It's 7 a.m. and Joshua Servants is getting ready for school. This is an article here on CBS News. He makes his bed, grabs his ID, and his GPS tracking device, reports CBS News correspondent here in Savannah. At school, Joshua clicks his GPS. It sends a signal to a satellite and tells his truancy counselor that Josh is on time. Every 10 minutes, it gives me a point on that individual, said Tommy Ermit, program manager of the monitoring system. Josh is part of a pilot program at Bryan Adams High School in Dallas to stop truancy. Last year, out of 185 school days, he had 160 unexcused hours. So your parents dropped you off, and then you left Servants and asked. Yeah, Joshua says, anyway, I'd just go to a friend's house. But for 6 weeks, they court ordered him to carry a tracking device and make sure he was home by a 7 p.m. curfew. Joshua didn't miss a single day of school. When there is truancy, they're going down. We're losing them the longer they're gone, said Dr. Kylie Ross, an alternative education coordinator. All of a sudden, they get this device and it puts a stop right there. Administrators say the monitoring device is doing more than just tracking. It gives kids a way to overcome the peer pressure to skip school. It's making me do what I want to, because I want to do, said this Joshua said. We're accountable. Now here it is here, the news report, Fox. Coming up here soon, I'm going to share it to you folks. He talks about the mark of the beast, and I'm going to explain it more. But anyway, we're accountable whether they show up or not for the graduation rate. The attendance at Bryan Adams school principal Cynthia Gosha. If they're not here, we can't teach them, and we're accountable for the coursework. When kids don't attend, school districts lose money. Dallas has the highest dropout rate in Texas, and the school district loses $10 million every year in attendance revenue alone. But dropouts cost society even more. 3 in 10 federal prisoners, 4 in 10 state prisoners, and half of those in death row are dropouts. So I just decided I don't want that. I just wanted to change and get what I want. Joshua said what he wants is to graduate and work in the medical field, thanks to a small tracking device that got him back on track. You know, it's part of the mark of the beast. You know, it's not right. Nobody has a right to tell you to carry this and that. Like I said, it's all about revenue. And basically what's going on in society is everybody's just a slave. I mean, look what they do in the news. You know, you get these 17 girls pregnant, and then they talk about how Hollywood's to blame, but they engineer the crack, you know, these people, the Illuminati, secret Jewish society, you know, they're all behind it, you know, all to click in one game. You know, I just was going to say it's very dangerous and it's leading into the mark, but I also wanted to talk about a few other things I witnessed in the news this past week. Heard about the fairness doctrine. They're trying to pass that, and if they do, they want to silence people's First Amendment rights. So that'll basically do away with this stuff here, what they're trying to do. And also, too, I wanted to talk about the recent thing in the news. In my last video, I talked about how Joe Lieberman, I believe, he wants to try to run with John McCain, you know, the Jewish elites behind it. But he's one who proposed that thing about removing all conspiracy videos from YouTube. I mean, he's attacking the First Amendment, and it's all part of the plan, and he's behind it too. And the Republicans, again, I noticed recently they've been talking about the Taliban and stuff on the news too, and like Afghanistan and stuff. They're bringing up old news. They're using the fear machine again so they can try to win an election. But at the same time, the Democrats are bad too, because they're the modern day communist party. I mean, either way, you can't win. I mean, look what they do with the oil price and stuff. Now I'm on the drill. They use energy, the environment, and education. They want to bring about the antichrist and ultimately the end of the world. And you know, I was going to say though too that I believe this one guy. You just go to ShareInternational.com. Benjamin Krem and Margaret Bernigan, you know, they're behind this guy Maitreya. They setting the stage for 2012. I believe they want this guy Maitreya to appear. He's the so-called antichrist, and Go to Satan's Rapture to get more info on it, because you know they use energy, the environment, and education, and they control the populations according to mathematics, just like Mos Def said in one of his songs, Immortal Technique. That's what they're doing, and just going to say things are only going to get worse because it's prophesied in the Bible with the tribulation. But another few things that are disturbing me that I saw in the news is the gay marriage thing. You know, they do it right on June 17th. You know, that's how the Illuminati works. They use the dates. You know, they use June 666 a while ago. But you know, the 17th, you know, being they use 17, and then the number of girls pregnant in Massachusetts, 17, you know, and that's how these people work, secret society, and you know, they try to blame you, and they want to control it. They use energy, the environment, education, like I said. But the 17th, though, is they had the gay marriages in California, became the second state, and now here they're trying to do it in New York too. And eventually they just want to shoot the whole church down, basically, so there's no more morals left. So basically our whole world is going corrupt, and I just wanted to say one other thing too. It's a very serious threat and stuff, but you gotta watch this. This is about a GPS device here on Fox. This is terrible.
Well,
what I just read you. Watch this.
They're all under court jurisdiction. They have court orders to go to school, and they are mostly the kids who are at highest risk of dropping out of school. Once they are under court order and assigned to the AIM program,
one more step for Big Brother, what they want to do.
First of all, establishes a relationship with them in part through our GPS device.
I understand that you have, sorry for the interrupt, but you have that GPS device there with you. Is there any way you can show it to us? What it
Yes,
looks like?
I can hold it up. It's actually a unit made for security guards by a company called Nova Tracker. It's called the Guard.
See, they want to track you folks. This is up to the mark of the beast.
You tried out
All the plans they made. Big liberal media especially. Folks, I'm urging you, this 2008 election, do not vote. Do not vote at all costs.
Okay, so before you had this...
Get prepared for the mark of the beast. Don't take it. Treat voting this year just like it's if you were left behind, say, and you say you're not raptured, but you should be if you believe in Jesus. Treat it exactly as the mark of the beast. Resist. Resist preparation at all costs. You'll go to hell if you take it.
Okay, so once you were carrying that GPS unit that Paul just showed us in your purse, then what happened?
Like my grades before I was on it, they were like 50s and 60s, and once I started going to class and going to school, they went up to 80s and 90s.
See, they use the kids, folks. That's what they do.
Still persist at school?
God loves the children, but...
No, like once I started going to school and everything, like if I had people that didn't like me, I would, you know, we worked things out, but I really didn't let them get to me. I would just go to school and do my work because I didn't want to be in no trouble anymore.
Paul, that is incredible. I mean, she gives an incredible testimonial. Is she unusual? What did the other students find after carrying this around?
No, she's not at all unusual. In the program we used with our new unit this spring, 7 out of 9 kids, we had a small group, but 7 out of 9 had perfect attendance. Tony was one of those.
That's incredible.
And the 6 weeks prior to our program, these 9 kids had 191 class absences. During the 6 weeks of our program, they had a total of 4.
Wow, well, we should say that obviously it worked there, worked well for Fanny, as she just said, and so you're going to try it out in Dallas now this coming school year, and then it may come to a school near all of us that are having problems. So Paul Pottinger, Fanny Aragon, thanks so much for telling us the story and showing it to us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, Brian, what's coming up in the show? You're the
Yep, folks, that's what they're trying to do. But I want to talk to you something else disturbing I saw recently. Continental and Delta want to merge, and of course, Delta already charges their passengers now $15 to carry on luggage on a plane. That's just another way to manipulate how they control you. You know, rich get rich, the poor get poor, especially, but God loves the poor too. But another thing I was going to say is I heard they want to combine databases and everything, one world system. That's what they want to do with everything anymore. One gas station. Eventually everything's going to be one. That's what NAFTA and globalization does and colonialism. So that's what's happening there, you know. They want a one world order and stuff. But anyway, my next Doom and Gloom report I'm going to devote to, because this is a real serious thing. I believe really soon we're at orange or red of God returning. I believe he could come back any moment and the 7-year tribulation could start. And you know, I believe it could be a pre-tribulation rapture, but that's only in God's hands. But I'm going to talk about the Israel and Iran situation. And, you know, I believe that these two countries are going to go to war this year. So 2008 could be the final year. So hope you enjoyed this video. Doom and Gloom Report 3. I'll have 4 next. Bye.